My father's the one who introduced me to Elliott wave analysis. I was on the floor of the Chicago IMM at the time, playing in a reggae band as a young guy. I dropped out of school. I say that with great pride at this time, but my father introduced me to Elliott, and I was looking for a new way, a more interesting way to dissect the markets. I was using point and figures that I was literally doing on napkins, that type of thing, and I found it so fascinating. But as I've said many, many times to Bob and others, the first 3 years, I just really had no idea how I was supposed to seek the waves. It was only through practice on a day-to-day basis that I finally began to see these patterns emerge. It's like going to someone right now and asking them about 5 waves, and they have no idea what you're speaking about. Yeah, I've had a relationship with EWI for, we're now talking 30 plus years, 33 maybe more. I got the Prechter and Frost book, and I read it, and I reread it. And I reread it because my thought was, if I continued to read it, it would just somehow sink in. And indeed it did. I first met Robert in Lake Lanier in the mid to late 80s. Robert in EWI and Dave Allman used to throw an advanced wave seminar there. It looked like a complete boondoggle. It wasn't, but we took a lot of classes. I did skip out midday to play around on the lake, I will admit. But that was a lunch break. But that's where I met Robert for the first time, and he may or may not have told you this, but I have great honor to Bob and EWI, Dave, and so many here because of what the wave principle has done for my life and my children, my family, my greater understanding, my seeking greater understanding of the world. I always liken it to surfing. You usually like to catch a wave that is developing, and you recognize a developing wave and take a nice ride. Whereas typically most, unaware, see a wave that's already closing out because they then recognize it is indeed a wave. Well, we all know that's a nasty little sand rash on your face.
Right.